What's it mean to be number one? I wouldn't know. Very few times have I been number one. So I heard an interesting thing one time about this guy talking to another guy. One guy asked the other one, said, what's your biggest fear? And the guy was an actor. So this was a preacher asking this actor what his biggest fear was. A very popular actor. And he said his biggest fear was not being number one. I guess currently he was like the number one actor. And he said his biggest fear was not being number one. By the way, I'm just passing on information and feel free to disagree. These are just my thoughts. Number one, as he said, that's a fear. Well, the preacher turned around and said, well, what happens, when you're no longer number one? The reason he said that was that the realization that you're not always going to be on top. Now, I usually say, oh, that's the best, that's the best band or whatever in the world, whatever, be number one number one on top of the charts. Well, that sounds old. But anyway, and then now where are they, you look at flashbacks of them and their whole lives have changed, and no longer playing music or whatever. And then you get into the whole mentality of, well, at least I was there for that time, So that's kind of like that live hard, die young type attitude, I guess. But I know that in personal experience, I have a passion for turkey hunting. And I can tell you right quick, I don't care how good you think you are. There's a turkey out there that can absolutely humiliate you. And I don't really even think it's the turkey, because some folks get all this idea that, one think like a human and all that stuff. No, they don't process information like we do. It's the same thing as anything else that's wild. They know that they gotta eat, they know that they gotta breathe, and they know that there's something out there trying to keep them from doing that. In the form of killing them, eating them, etc., etc. So, that being said, let's get back to the main topic, which is, what does it mean to be number one? Number one is fleeting. And they used to have songs called, one is the loneliest number, because it doesn't have anything standing beside it, not before, not after, of course it does afterwards. It is lonely, because it has no other digit that's associated with it. And sometimes, you've heard, maybe have heard some folks say that it's lonely at the top. Number one comes at a cost. Number one comes at a cost from the fact of, well, relationships. Relationships can be strained by somebody that's number one. You go out, like say if you can't go with anonymity when you're number one to a certain degree. Everybody knows you. And everybody thinks they know you. Number one also bears the responsibility of trying to stay number one if you're that kind of person. So, I'll wrap it up by saying this. There's absolutely nothing wrong with striving to be at the top of your game. No doubt. But you have to understand that, believe it or not, somewhere out there, there's a bigger dog than you are. And there's always going to be somebody that kills more turkeys than you. There's going to be somebody that always shoots a bigger deer. But, or whatever, just, always going to be someone who is this. Insert whatever you want it to be. The fact of the matter is you got to stay focused. Don't lose focus of what gives you enjoyment. Some folks put a mental scale on themselves and they say, I am number one. And if I don't do this, this, and this, every year, not just once, every 5 years, but every year, I am a complete failure. I am terrible. See, they get to beat themselves up. At that point, you've taken something that was, and it's really, most of the time, it's not all, it's inconsequential. It means nothing, not even worth a hill of beans to be number one about. Stay focused. Keep it all in perspective. And this is the pot calling the kettle black. I can beat myself up worse than anything. But as I'm getting older, I'm realizing this. And it's becoming a realization that, you know what? You go and have a good time. You be yourself. You enjoy what makes you happy. And you just go on back to it. But remember that. Be humble. Keep you focused. Be passionate. And have fun.